Hello there Tenno, and welcome back to another Frame of Lore video. Today I want to go over one of my favourite quests in the game, as it does have some pretty impactful stuff in it. As always, there will be spoilers for the game, this time mostly around the sacrifice quest, so if you want to go in blind for that part of the game, consider yourselves warned. Now, let's get into today's video. So, before we get onto the sacrifice itself, we have to take a look at the Apostasy prologue. This small quest sees the operator interact with a faint purple orb that appears in their quarters, and transitions them to somewhere on Lua. The operator follows a purple trail that retraces the path to the room where the player recovered their operator from the reservoir. As you travel, you experience the final moments of Margulis before her execution. This leads you up to the discovery of the Lotus's enclave at the end of the path. Once there, Ballas appears and apologizes to the Lotus, and says that he won't abandon Margulis again. They hold hands, and both Ballas and the Lotus disappear into a light, leaving the operator behind and clutching the remains of the Lotus's helmet. Upon completion of this quest, the Tenno will start hearing the Lotus whispering to them. They then examine her helmet in the orbiter and see a vision of a black and gold Warframe being subdued and obliterated on Earth by Ballas and sentience. So the operator goes to investigate. Once they land, they discover Grineer ghouls lying in wait, though they fight on to find an Orokin door covered in vines. This does not deter the operator, and they blow the door open and press on until they find a large courtyard, the same one from their vision. With the location now found, the operator begins to look for any clues they can find to discover what truly happened here. The operator scans the environment and finds an arcana, a shawl cloth, a helmet and some remains, though they don't have long before the ghouls launch another attack. Ordis then synthesizes the discovered trace in the foundry as a new Warframe, Excalibur Umbra, though the data to build this Warframe is insufficient, which at first seems like a dead end. Though upon remembering that Ordis detected minerals from Lua on the Nakana they found, the operator moves on to search there. The operator goes on to tell Ordis that Umbra tried to attack Ballas, which surprises Ordis, as Warframes were supposed to be controlled through transference. The operator then searches Lua to try and find more clues to this puzzle. Whilst there, they are ambushed by sentient mimics, though they are no match for the Tenno. Upon exploring further, the operator finds a voice recording by Ballas, who states that the codices within reveal a weakness to the Warframes. Ordis identifies this tablet as a Vitruvian and suggests destroying it, though the operator believes taking it back for analysis would be a better idea. Once back on the orbiter, the operator goes to insert the Vitruvian into Ordis, despite his reservations about doing so. Once inserted, the orbiter tilts and all its lights turn off. Ordis gets control again, though his precepts regulating his ability to care about things have been knocked offline, causing him to be more emotionless. He tells the operator to check the foundry, where Excalibur Umbra could now be built. When the operator goes to equip Umbra in the arsenal, he lashes out and rejects transference, displaying sentience as he fights against the operator. During this struggle, the operator manages to perform transference on Umbra and accesses a memory. They see a man lying in a hospital bed who has fallen ill and is unable to speak. Stood by him are Ballas and a Dax soldier, who is revealed as this man's son, called Isa. Ballas telepathically converses with the man and threatens to kill his son. Upon seeing the memory, Umbra escapes the orbiter. However, seeing this memory unlocks a symbol in the Vitruvian, where the operator can hear Ballas curse the sentients for their betrayal, and starting the old war. When the operator realised the Vitruvian codes are locked within Umbra's memories, they proceeded to track him down. They found him on Ceres, engaged in battle with the Grineer, having left a trail of bodies in his path. The operator follows the bodies, hoping to find Umbra. When they confront him, he is already battling the Grineer and seems to be immune to anything the Tenno can throw at him. However, the operator manages to use transference on him once more to unlock another memory. In this memory, the man and Ballas are playing a game of Comey. Ballas commends the man's heroism and points out a portrait to him that shows him as a Dax. Ballas then asks Isa if he will follow in his father's footsteps. During this, Ballas telepathically threatens the man, stating that the game of Comey represents Ballas culling the man's bloodline for attempting to interfere with Ballas's defection. Umbra escapes once again, so the operator returns to the orbiter. The next Vitruvian entry is unlocked, and they hear Ballas reveal that the recordings are intended to reveal secrets to Hunhao, about how the Warframes were created from human subject as infested hybrids converted by the Helminth as a means to fight the sentients. However, Ballas then calls the Warframes a failure as they turned on their creators, though there lies a secret hidden within the void. After this, Ordis reboots to his usual self and urges the operator to stop, though they don't, believing that Umbra is leading them to something. The operator once again is hot on Umbra's trail, this time heading to Neptune, where Umbra has already killed many Corpus. Once confronted, he is once again immune to any attacks, though the operator manages to use transference and unlock another memory. In this memory, the man is struggling to breathe, with an infested growth appearing in his vision as he is losing to Ballas at another game of Komi. Isa then points to the man's shouting instrument, and the game continues. Ballas telepathically monologues that he betrayed the Orokin after several lifetimes of planning, since they had Margulis executed. He informs the man that the infested cultivates within him, slowly transforming him into a Warframe, though this is not just any Warframe. This is one that will have a single burning memory through a miracle that requires sacrifice. Upon hearing this, the man mistakenly places his next Komi piece into a trap. Through these memories, the operator realizes that Ballas intends to kill Isa. Upon returning to the orbiter, the operator unlocks the next Vitruvian entry, which tells of how the Orokin kept the survivors of the Zariman in the reservoir, using transference to merge the Tenno's minds into the bodies of the Warframes. This entry also reveals that Ballas had sent coordinates to the reservoir to Hunhao, but also warned him not to underestimate the Tenno monsters, as they have done what the Orokin could not. The operator understands what needs to be done, and heads to Lua alone, without a Warframe, to confront Umbra. After a brief confrontation, the operator manages to use transference to enter his mind. This time, the operator appears in the final memory of Umbra, as Ballas instructs him to kill Isa to make the sacrifice that will create the single burning memory and finish the miracle. The operator tells Umbra that this was all Ballas's fault and that they can fight him together. When the memory ends, the operator appears in a black and gold space with a single path and a large tree at the end. They hear Isa's voice from the memories, and at the end of the path find Umbra crying. They kneel with him, and Umbra becomes at ease with the operator's presence and accepts transference. The last Vitruvian recording plays and monologues that the Orokin broke the minds of the Warframes, but the Tenno, through their experience on the Zariman, were somehow able to see inside the broken creature and take away its pain. The operator and Umbra now travel back to Earth to the courtyard from the vision to confront Ballas. He is surprised at the turn of events, but declares that both will burn, and sets the tree ablaze. Sentients arrive to protect him as the operator and Umbra together fight them off. Upon the destruction of the sentients, Ballas commands Umbra to stop, forcefully halting him through a modified transference bolt. Ballas boasts and moves closer to the Warframe, only to discover that Umbra's Nakana is impaling him. Umbra hesitates and tries to release his grip, before being stopped by the operator, who is revealed to be holding Umbra's arm and drives the blade further in, taunting Ballas in the process. Ballas seemingly succumbs to his wounds as more sentients arrive. The operator demands to know the location of the Lotus, though as they do, a much larger sentient drops in, Natar, in sentient form. She claims that Ballas had done nothing to her, and that this is what she is. The sentients then open fire on the operator, but Umbra gets him to safety, as Natar picks up Ballas and flies away. Now, the story with Ballas and Natar does not end there, but that is where we will leave it for now. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it really does help out the channel, though just the fact you have watched already means so much to me. Stay safe out there, Tenno, and I'll see you all in the next one.